Hi, I'm Richard from the Grass Pad, and today we're going to talk a little bit about preparing your lawn for your fall renovation. If your lawn is a total wreck and it's got more weeds in it than grass, let's go ahead and start with the eraser. Eraser is going to kill all the weeds and the grass. So good grass and bad grass will be killed with the eraser. But this will allow us to start with a clean slate. Pro tip, when you're spraying the eraser, add a little bit of the blue dye so that you can see where you've sprayed and where you haven't sprayed. With the eraser, once everything has turned brown and dyed, you're ready to start your renovation. You don't have to have a prolonged waiting period afterwards. Speaking of weeds, nutgrass has been a hot topic this summer, and if you've got nutgrass or nut sedge, it's going to be a pale green, very upright weed with thin blades that are very glossy green. If you're seeing the nut sedge in your yard, this product here is selective for nut sedge only. So it's not going to kill all the other weeds. It's just going to target that nut sedge. It won't kill the good grass. So we can go through the yard targeting the nut sedge, spot spraying the nut sedge, and clean it up. It's important that we don't allow nut sedge to persist in the yard because just one plant will be a patch of plants next year. When spraying the nut sedge product, we do want to make sure that we add a little bit of the Stikit. The Stikit is going to help the water sheen out over the leaf rather than beat up and run off. That's important when we have a vertical glossy leaf surface. If your lawn is pretty decent but you do have some weeds in there, things such as crabgrass, foxtail, broadleaf weeds like clover or dandelions, the Q4 Plus is kind of the Chuck Norris of weed killers. This is going to go in there and it's going to knock out all the common weeds that you would see in your yard this time of year without killing the lawn. When we apply this, it is concentrate, so we're going to dilute it with water and put it in a sprayer. We're going to need to wait 2 weeks after spraying before we renovate and overseed the yard. Other steps that are going to be key when we're getting ready this time of year is taking that lawn from our summer mowing height, which was rather tall, to try and shade the soil. We're going to start reducing that mowing height a little bit at a time. So when you're mowing, you might want to knock the mower down a notch each time you mow so that we can get down to a lower mowing height, maybe in that 2 to 2.5 inch range, to help clean up debris. Common leaf rake is going to be handy just to remove leaves and fallen debris in the lawn. If you've got a lot of thatch built up or dead grass, the Cavex rake with its sharp tines will actually dethatch your lawn as you're raking with that. You can rake up and remove that debris. We want to provide an environment where the seeds can easily get down to the soil. Now, if you have bare spots, throwing your seed down and then working the seed in with a tool like this garden weasel, very handy. Rolling resistance, it's much less labor than using a rake. You aren't going to end up with the blistery hands after running the garden weasel. An issue that our customers find when they start raking the yard and preparing for the fall is that when they start raking, the grass just starts peeling up. If grass starts peeling up, that would be a sure sign that you have a grub issue. This is the time of year when the grubs are hatching out and those young grubs are voraciously feeding on your grass roots. And so if you discover that you have a whole lot of peeling up grass or discolored grass or grass that's turning brown and peels up like loose carpet or a toupee, we need to apply the Quick Kill Grub Control now. The Quick Kill Grub Control doesn't have a long-lasting residual. You put it down, you water it in, it kills every grub in the yard that day. This is going to be a good set of events to set yourself up for a very successful fall seeding over the next couple of weeks. Come on down to the grass pad and see us.